Hello, this is Yaakov Kronenberg from Jerusalem, and tonight we'll be doing another class in a series of classes on Gemini ascendant with Mercury in the different houses. Tonight we'll be doing Mercury in the 5th house in the sign of Libra. Mercury in Libra together with a Gemini ascendant. You see, they're both air. Right, so already when you have two air, the ruler, the ascendant is air, and the ruler is air. So it's going to be more like an intellectually oriented type of chart. Person wants to very, very important for the person to express themselves, their need to express themselves in life, to communicate. Again, always the Gemini is the communicator, right? And when you got the ruler in the 5th house, the 5th house is the house of creativity, the house of, actually it's the house of performance, acting, theater, things like that, and sport. Also, you see a lot of sport people that have it, a lot of actors, actresses, stage people. It's important in the 5th house. It's also good for children, right? 5th house rules children. Tendency to have, well, today people don't have a lot of kids, but if they wanted to have kids, they could have a lot of kids when you have the ruler in the 5th house. Because it gives a desire for children, right? 5th house is the house of children. A person wants children, and it's also the house of romance in the Western world. And so anyway, when you have Mercury in Libra, Libra is connected with is a Venusian sign. So when you have Mercury in Libra, there's going to be some kind of interest in artistic type of interest, especially when you have it in the 5th house, and also in an artistic sign of an artistic sign of Libra. So let's go on, and so that's a combination that's sort of so again it's a 5th house affair type of thing. The person wants to express their Gemini nature, to complete that Gemini nature in their connection with 5th house affairs, mercurial affairs connected with the 5th house. Always gives a good mind, right? Because the 5th house is sort of connected with the mind also. It gives a good mind, a good reasoning ability, things like that. And I want to do a chart tonight. Let's do. I have a chart I found. I don't know anything really much about the person, but what I understand, he was a very famous rock and roll singer. His name is Bruce Springsteen. Wait a second. Bruce Springsteen. And I don't know, I just took this off the, off the boards, off the, the chart collections, the data collections. And so he's a Gemini rising. It's interesting, he's got not only Mercury in Libra, but he's got a big stellium there in Libra. He's got a big stellium there in Libra. 4 planets in Libra, including counting the Mercury. He's got Mercury, and Mercury is sitting between the moon and Neptune. Right, so it's going to make a person who's very, very sensitive, very right. When you have your ruling planet connected to Neptune and the moon, it gives you a very, very sensitive type of nature. It gives you a sort of loner type of personality. You don't like you like to be alone with your thoughts and your dreams and your fantasies. tends to be a person like that. Right? Because a person is very, what do you call it? Very internal. When you have your ruling planet connected to the Neptune, there can be like the interesting stuff is what's going on inside, not so much what's going on outside. But in any case, a person wants to express their inner vision, right? Because when you have the moon Neptune, it's tremendous inner fantasies and stuff, and the dream world and things like that, and what's going on inside you. And you have Mercury there in between them, so you want to bring all that out into you want to bring your inner vision out and express it and make art out of it, something like that. Because they're all in Libra here, so you want to make it like an artistic expression. So you see, it's a chart that really wants to be, like express their inner feelings in an artistic way, and to bring out what's going inside, all the dreams and all the inner visions and all the sensitivity and all the things like that. You want to bring it out, and so that's an important point to make here. And he's also got the sun there, so also in Libra, a little bit farther away, right? Not as close. The Neptune and the moon are both very close to that. When you have the moon and Mercury together, it's like your intellect and your unconscious are together, right? So he's a person who always wants to express his unconscious, right? Always the unconscious. They're trying to express what's going on. Okay, and so that's I think for tonight that's the main thing we want to talk about in his chart. You see that Mercury, so here you see it very, very interesting, stuck exactly in between the conjunction of the Neptune and the moon. So it's really a chart that wants to really artistically express what's going on inside him, what's going on in his unconscious. As a person who's very, very sensitive, very alone type person, doesn't really need the other people so much. And I thank everybody for listening. I hope they enjoyed the class.